Good morning everybody and welcome back to Subsistence early morning. As you can see, I am absolutely freezing up here on top of my base. It is just the -11, so I'm not going to be hanging about, but I've come up to pick the garden, which is thankfully ready. The potatoes were more for the experiment than they were for use, although obviously we need them in the kitchen as well. But I was following up on the idea that Molotovs were better than grenades, and I have to agree, I think they probably are in the long run, but they require quite a lot of investment, to get things going. Investment in resources, investment in time, which is why my argument for grenades, obviously. But I don't think I'm going to be going down the Molotov route, because, well, I don't need to. But I did need more potatoes and onions and things as well, so that was that. Right, you can hear me crafting away in the background. I've decided to convert a load of the sinew into rope. The idea being that if and when we ever get the power and mass, I might try and put another maybe wind turbine up or something, because that was always in the long-term plan and kind of never got done. So let's queue up a load of those. Right, seeds. Well, we might as well get the cotton done. I think, well, I suppose it's everything really. Again, I definitely don't need tomatoes. I think we're good on those for a little while. Onions we're quite short of, so I think we'll get a tray of those done. Ooh, and now it's snowing. Potatoes and carrots are about the same, so I think we'll just share a bed of those. And the carrot. So that gives us, what's that? 1, 2, come on. No, it doesn't want to go there. And then, oh dear. Not even letting me select it now. Okay, let's try that. No, come on, you can do it. That's weird. Don't know quite what's going on there. So that leaves me 3 cotton on its own. Well, I guess we could do some more onions. Get the stock of that up. No, it's definitely a problem going to that box, isn't there? Don't know why that is. Right, let's get those chucked in. Hopefully before we freeze too much. I could have left some spaces in case I get more, but we're not desperate for it now, so those in there, and those in there, and we're pretty good on stuff. There's only that one that's a bit low, and I can top that up any time. The day is wasting, and we're freezing again, using up all my protein. Yeah, so I wanted to get this rope crafted, but I don't really want to go out and about with a load of rope sitting there crafting away. That could be a disaster waiting to happen, and it looks like the weather's turned a bit nasty on us anyway. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get that crate there, check on the Looter's Roost, and see if the weather will cheer up a little bit. This wolf has been wandering up and down this bank all night. But I'm going to leave him alone. I don't think we need to mess with him. We do need to top back up our protein and put a bit on the fire. No idea on coal. I can usually guess it quite well on logs, but coal is a little bit different. Right, put this away here. And what I'll do is I'll just cancel those for now. And we'll carry on with that when we get back to the base. So yeah, I'm just waiting for this power and mass to come back up again. Kind of nearly there on that, but I think I would like to go with a wind turbine. Being winter, that's probably the wrong decision, but I do think I get better results from wind turbines. A friend of mine on the server was going to do a test to see whether over time which one was the best producer of energy, but unfortunately never completed the test. But interesting results on that. Set up 2 independent little bases. Obviously neither of them generated free power and mass because he already had a base, and then one had a solar panel and one had a wind turbine on it. But yeah, we never did manage to get true and accurate results of that, and it is quite difficult to do now that ColdGames has changed the server so that your BCU world kind of stops when you log off. So you've either got to sit there for several game days to average things out, or you get kind of false readings. Okay, so I need to put these away. And chuck this in here. Oh yes, it needs it. Leave the water for now. That's good. Now, one of the things I did think about doing, just while we can... We're taking cold hits here? Not quite. 8.5 and we're -6, we're okay. Yeah, one of the things I was thinking of doing was putting a little fishing hut up. Because I never did do that. Now, I know we were going to use this as a fishing hut, and that's great, but you don't catch like salmon in the small ponds, and you use salmon for the oven cooked meals. So I thought it would be kind of nice just to have a basic little fishing hut, nothing elaborate, just basically a foundation, a couple of walls and a roof, and maybe a wood burner, because wood burners are a lot easier than messing around with campfires. Ooh. So I could have done that today, were it not for this weather. So, and we don't have the power mass to make a wood burner at the moment, so kind of. Ooh. Oh, we did get a lockpick. Excellent. You stay down there, Wolf. Okay, well, it's kind of a bit generic. I mean, early game you wouldn't be disappointed with the 3 sinew and the medicinal tonics and the shotgun shells. Late game not so good, but early game that would have been good. As you probably noticed, the early game for me is usually about trying to kill a moose to get the sinew for the boots. Ooh, now we're getting cold. So getting sinew in a lock crate is kind of nice. I don't know why I'm picking those up, I really don't need them. So I don't really have a plan for today, other than I was going to try and get at least 1, if not 2 wind turbines up. And as you can see, we're a bit late because the storm is already upon us. But not much I can do about that. The storm comes when the storm comes. Seeing much loot around, so I think what we're going to have to do is head back and maybe grab some stuff, and we'll get some things crafted towards a fishing hut. but it is December and the lakes are going to be freezing very, very soon. So we may already be too late, but if I position the fishing hut we can always do ice fishing, so it'll give us something to do through the winter. Now, speaking of winter, I mentioned a couple of times that I want to kind of wrap this little Let's Play up. Not a big fan of great big long Let's Plays. So I was thinking around about episode 100, but as you may have heard in the last episode, I calculated that's going to put me slap bang in the middle of February, which is not a good time to be doing any last minute shenanigans. And what shenanigans? Well, we were going to try and maybe do something with Charlie, because I've avoided Charlie, and I do generally avoid Charlie in my gameplay until I'm way at the end game. You know, once you've got all the toys, that's the time to hit Charlie. I know a lot of you disagree with that, and it's a good source of things, a good source of resources, so it's maybe a bit silly to leave it till the end, but they are quite a tough opponent. Let's get in out of this storm. Yeah, so because they are a tough opponent, kind of like to leave them till last. Actually, that's something else we were going to do, wasn't it? Yeah, we can do that. 1 ingot, 1 circuit board. I've got everything else. To turn it off when I do it, just in case. There we go. Should take a little bit less power. And I know I've just used up all the mass that I was saving, but I don't care. Reckless abandon and all that. No, obviously I do care, but I can make it back. We got loads of nails. Pretty sure I can grab that back when I need to. Right, all those away in there. Another 5. Ooh. About to overflow again, so I will get a load of that, probably 2 stacks of that converted into biofuel. And all of those, and that goes upstairs. That's in the ammo. Oop, that's upstairs as well. Okay. And I'm still carrying the double barrel around because I would really like to find a moose. Just cook those up, I think. So, as you can see, our supplies are running low. I've only got the 1 heat pack, which living where I live is probably a bad idea, so I think I'll make a few more of those. Oh, okay, I thought it was biofuel. It's not. What are we doing? So 1 of those, 2 of those, yeah, so need 3. Gonna grab those. Back to the warm. Oh, okay, 4. I can't count. There we go. That's in there, and take those down with us. Yeah, so this weather is really curtailing my activities, unfortunately. It's ideal weather for making energies, but not ideal weather for going out looting. Got lots of rabbits. Might as well do that one as well. Cook 1 of each of those. Like to have something to nibble on for when I'm only partially hungry, although that's clearly not the case at the moment, is it? Yes, so we need this storm to blow over and things to warm up a little bit. There's not a lot I can do at the moment, so I think what I'll do is we'll get a little bit of that cooked up. I'll go back to my making rope and we'll hopefully see the storm blow over, and then I'll be able to get out and do a bit more looting. Maybe we'll try and take a fishing hut down to the lake or something. Now, it did occur to me last night when I was checking the map that I've only been operating in the south, as you can see. There's still a few black areas down here, but the north of the map is completely black. Now, I'm pretty sure right at the start of this little X-play I did reveal quite a lot of that. I did have a wander. I think I went all the way around the lake once. And then for some reason the fog of war got filled back in again. So just because it's black doesn't actually mean that I haven't been there. But it might be a good idea to open some of that back up again, if I can get out. Okay, so there's 9 rope. We could do with 2 more circuit boards maybe. And I think we need 12 of those. There we go. So that'll give us 9 of those, 9 of those. Ingots we will need, but not for a little while. So now we just need shed loads of power and mass. I do not want to let this fire go out because I'm going to freeze if it does. Perfect. Yeah, I'm right by the fire and it's 0 degrees. That tells you what it is outside. It's gold. So, let's put that on. 351 power. We're going to need power no matter what we do, so let's put those on. Top that one up. And we're probably going to need a lot more planks than that, I think. So let's just do a load of that for now. I'll use some nails to get the mass up, but what I was looking at, we've got 24 planks, and we're going to need at least 5. Depends what kind of roof we put on, really, doesn't it? So that's 9. Probably a doorway is 13, and a couple of walls is 21. So we could do it, but I'd be out of planks then. And then, of course, we do need the wood stove, which is another 7. So 28 planks. I have 24. So I think I'm going to be going out chopping a load of wood. As soon as it warms up enough. Which it doesn't look like it's doing. So what I'll do is I'll bring you back when the weather cheers up, when I'm able to actually get out and do something. Because otherwise you're just going to sit here and watch me making things up. Finding things to do. There's not a lot of point in that. So I'm going to sit here, stoke the fire, and I'll get some stuff prepped, I think. Maybe use a heat pack and go and get a load of wood and that sort of thing. But I'll bring you back when there's something to bring you back for. Well, welcome back everybody. The storm, as you can see, is not abating. So I've got the stuff together. Just put that on. We've got enough power and mass now. So as you can see, got all the necessary to make another wind turbine. So I brought you back because I didn't want to sit here with the stuff already and not make it, because I want the power and mass to recover again to try and make a second one or get this one upgraded. So it's chugging away on water. I think I'm going to turn that off for now, because we have got quite a few bottles of water now and no real need for them at the moment. Get that back up to 10. Right, let's go and position this in the cold. I did say I kind of wanted to spread these around and move them about and things, but that's not a job for now. That's a job for better weather. So I think point it in roughly the same direction. There we go. Can't upgrade anything at the moment, so let's get back out of the cold and start again with the rest of the stuff. So it's 6 of those, 3 of those, actually I'll take those 2, and 2 of those, and 12 scrap. So we'll pop that in there, so we've got it all ready. As you can see, I used a stack of nails plus a couple to get the mass up, because I was too eager. I didn't wait for the free mass, and we had the nails anyway, so I wasn't too concerned about that. Right, as before, there's not a lot more I can do at the moment. We'll wait for everything to build up and well, wait for this storm to blow over. So I will bring you back later when something happens, or if nothing happens, I'll bring you back in the morning. Welcome back, everybody. As the sun just breaks above the mountains, it has just stopped snowing. So that was all day yesterday and all night. It just continuously chugged it down. It snowed so much that our little wolf that was wandering around has turned white. He's been out in the snow that long. I think that must have been ColdGames' equivalent of a bomb cyclone. Just unbelievable. So I'm in the process of converting a load of those medicinal leaves into biofuel, and I've grabbed the biofuel that was in the wood stove, and I have this running, the mass fabricator and both generators, which hopefully don't need topping up. But other than that, I wasn't really able to do much overnight. It got dreadfully cold, so we're just waiting on this to get up to 100, and then I will burn some things. We do have a bit of kelp I could use. Get somewhere near the right amount. So there we are, 100. Just sort of helping the free mass, really. That was all I meant to do with that. And that should give us more than we need. Lovely. So we get our things back. And then we get another wind turbine up. It is helped enormously by the storm, of course. But you can see we've got 0.21 coming in naturally at the moment, now that the storm is over, and obviously the 2 is off the 2 generators. So let's get that up. I want to water the plant beds if we can, if it's not too cold, because they are completely out. But let's get this down first. Of course the wind has stopped now, so that's just fairly typical. Sure, kind of facing in a roughly the right direction. There we go. And then as and when time permits, hopefully those blades miss. I know it doesn't matter, it makes me feel better. Yeah, if we have another storm and we've got them all upgraded, then we should generate a lot more power. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to rinse and repeat that a couple of times. Make sure we're not going to get attacked by anything. Should be okay. So we'll get this water sorted out in the plant beds, get a bit of fertilizer in them, and then I want to get going, see if we can make some kind of a little fishing hut. I don't want to use all the planks I've got here, so what I'll do is I'll take some nails and some cordage and we'll chop a load of trees while we're down there, and obviously at some point I'm going to have to try and fit in making a wood burner, but that's going to be mass dependent, of course, as always. Back on there. Right, let's get some fertilizer. Oop, I saw that. That'll be more than enough. Yeah, running a bit low on the old seed situation, so really could do with getting out and doing some more looting. Come on, come on, come on. I just know the minute I decide to leave my double barrel shotgun here, I will find a moose. So I'm carrying it around with me for now. If I use it and I need more shells, I can always empty the shells out of the normal shotgun. But yeah, it's one of those things. If I don't carry it, I'll need it, and if I carry it, I won't have a need. That's pretty good. That's not too bad. Okay, so we've got to cook water anyway. I might as well top those up. And is this fresh snow? Yes, it is. So because it's been snowing overnight, and that's fresh snow, not the normal lying snow, which you might call it, I can fill it up on that rock. Strange. Right, chuck those in there. Chuck those in there. That can go back in there. Actually, I think I'll take that down with me. We can just boost what's going on in the Looter's Roost with that. I'm guessing 4. Although it's probably 5. Oh, no, it was 4. My guess is getting correct. And how are we doing here? So we got a cap of 2,500. I think what I'll do is I'll just leave that to cap out at 2,500. Because we're not getting the benefit of the wind turbines at the moment anyway. I might as well burn the biofuel, and then if necessary we can boost the mass using the power. That seems like a plan. So overnight I tried not to use the radiator. Just have a couple of those, I think. But it did get down to -4 stood in front of the fire. Yeah, so that means it was -14 outside. Oh, now the pickaxe as well. No, I won't bother. We're not going to be collecting ores today. Just couldn't bear to leave iron on the by the front door there. And I forgot to bring the rose hips with me. Never mind. I also forgot to bring the nails with me. That's silly, wasn't it? We didn't get far without nails. I think that'll probably be enough. And I don't think we need an enormous number of cordage. And as I say, I'll do the planks off trees. Save eating that stock. And I thought for location, we'd just go onto the South Lake, kind of on the bank, the other side of Charlie, if that makes any sense. I don't want to be in a position where Charlie's fisherman is constantly annoying me. Lots of crates. Maybe we should be looting today, huh? And I still forgot to bring those rose hips. Oh dear. Never mind. Not exactly important in the scale of things. I thought there'd be a third crate here somewhere. Ooh, you're level 10 and out of water. Okay. Actually, I'll use those. Should have done that before I gave them water, but I didn't want them losing health. And that'll do. I'm going to leave the level 10 there, I think, for now. Perfect. Follow your advice, and I'll leave the eggs here as well because I've got to come back for the level 10 chicken. That's in there, and I'm going to light that because I can, but also because it will produce ash for us. And if the weather does turn nasty, I can just leg it back to here. Okay, so position myself next to some 4-log trees. Yeah, I know these are 3, but we'll start here. Right, well, I think that's about enough of that. Nothing more laborious than running through a forest chopping, well, almost every tree. But it did get me a load of planks, as you can see. Still making some. We got 23. I'm now just collecting wood. Found a few crates along the way, but nothing really, to get excited about. this sort of thing. Shotgun shell, that's nice. So here we are at the lake. You can see the weather has closed in again. It's -5, which is okay, that's within my tolerance. And lots of white wolves around, so we can be a bit careful. That one, for instance, very difficult to spot them. Okay. No, that's the wrong gun. Well, that'll be dinner then. More nails, always handy. Yeah, so I didn't want to be too close to this little area here, because we don't know exactly where Charlie's fishermen are going to go. I know usually they're much further up the beach. Rabbit. But I wanted to try and get into some deep water as well. So I figured on the end of this little peninsula is probably a good place. Reason being, of course, when it freezes, I want to be able to just knock a hole in the ice. So let's make our foundation and a door, or should I say a doorway. Now I do like to have windows in them because if something surprises you, it's nice to be able to fight from there. But on the other hand, it does kind of expose you as well. So difficult to know really whether you should or shouldn't have windows, but I like to have windows personally. That rabbit is taunting me. Okay, so where does the deep bit start? Somewhere over there. So I want to be high enough above the water so that when it freezes I'm not in the water. On the other hand, I want to be low enough that I can chop a hole in the ice and fish through it. So I'm thinking somewhere around the bottom of the foundation level with the water. Somewhere around there. I think that'll do. And I should have made some steps as well, but hopefully we'll have enough stuff to be able to do that. Try not to go in the water far enough to get wet, because it would very quickly get cold if I did that. Something like that. And just my door. And I think we'll put just a narrow steps in there, I think. Perfect. So that allows me to cast out into nice deep water over there if it's not frozen, and hopefully chisel through the ice here if it is frozen. We'll have to see. So for a long time I wasn't going to bother putting a fishing hut here, because we've got the other one, the Looter's Roost, which that's exactly the function that was there to perform. But as I said before, you can't catch better fish, specifically salmon. There's no point in putting a fire up, I don't think. I haven't got any fishing tackle with me anyway. So yeah, I think we'll just leave that as it is. Hopefully. Can't see a Charlie fisherman at the moment. But yeah. Hopefully if they do come, they won't come over here, they'll stick over there on that bank. Right, it has been a relatively good loot day in the sense of lots of crates. On the other hand, it's been a relatively poor loot day in the sense of what's in them. So I thought on the way back, where's that black wolf gone? I would just take a very slightly different route and just see if we can find anything. And I've had enough of chopping trees, so I'm not going to be doing that. There's only so much tree chopping you can do in one episode. Oh. The white wolf again. They're so hard to spot, especially when it's like overcast and snowing. But I guess they're designed that way. Not seeing any more loot crates. Oh, hello. What are you? I'm assuming that must be a rogue. I don't know where he went. He was shooting a wolf. That wolf. I'm guessing the wolf got him. There we go. Yeah, gears, so I think it was probably a rogue, but what he was doing here, I do not know. I didn't see any campfires around this area. Yeah, there goes the temperature. I think he must have been coming down to fish, but it was pure luck that I didn't run straight into him. Right, let's grab this chicken and get back. The light is fading very, very quickly. Stoke the fire. Yeah, we're doing okay, I guess. 39 logs isn't much. But I could really do with more planks back at the base, so I'll convert that. I'll leave those two. And that's about it. Wait for that other brick. And where's your chicken gone? There you are. Take the eggs. Take that. That one. And I'll just split that between the two. Seem to be growing very slowly, these. guessing they're not getting an awful lot of light. Right, speaking of light, I apologise, it's gone really dark again really quickly. Let's get back and see what we can do. I think probably I'm going to make a wood stove for the fishing hut, because campfires are annoying in that A, they burn very quickly, and B, they don't last very long. I think you get about maybe 3 or 4 game days. Oh, sorry, I can't see anything either, so not just you. Yeah, the durability on them dies very, very quickly. There we go. Some light on the subject. And some heat going. Yeah, so we capped out the power. We've still got fuel left in those. So, ooh, that's handy. Just need one of those. And then we need that. And then the mass can recover overnight. And then hopefully we can get some upgrades done in the morning. Right, all this away. And those. And those. 94 premium arrows. We're going to have to think of something to do with those. 2 more planks, might as well hang on. It's all upstairs. Oh, let's go in there. There we go. Back to status quo again. And those in there. Get some biofuel back. And probably have that chicken soon. Right, I would normally be ending the episode here, but I'm not going to, because A, tomorrow is attack day. Just get something on there, otherwise I'll be chatting and I'll forget all about it. Yes, tomorrow is attack day, and I think in the last 2 days, the first day I had to kind of sit it out because of the storm, and then today I've kind of probably skipped a lot of it in the edit because it was just tree chopping. So I'm going to bring you back in the morning and we will deal with attack day and then we'll call it an episode. So sleep well, I'll see you in the morning. Oh, welcome back everybody. You just caught me doing some cooking and try this window. And I was not expecting so early an attack. I didn't actually realise it was even morning yet. That's handy. Okay. Good morning. It is, as you can see, another stormy day. And yeah, that took me by surprise a little bit. I just cooked the chicken. That's the chicken you saw running around yesterday. Well, I won't get gruesome. So we're going to have that for breakfast now, because I'm hungry. And as you can see, I'm crafting a load of rifle ammo, because, well, we didn't have any, as you can see. I'm not going to leave 13 in a crate. I think that might be unlucky. Let's make it 14. Yes, you just saw me putting a load of food on to cook, because I've had the generators running all night with the mass fabricator, just to try to give us something to play with. Ooh, here we go again. Hear the bowstring being pulled. down. Okay. Come a bit closer, mate. Just see him above the tree there. Yes, so that's 2 of the attacks out of the way already. We are doing well, aren't we? As I was explaining, we'll come back to that. Let's go and get all these bags before they despawn. See the eagle flying away into the distance there. All the way up here for this fella. He just didn't seem to want to come anywhere close, did he? Yeah, well, he's a dead coward now. Right, a couple more here. Oh, lovely, just what I needed. And the same could be said for him. He's a dead coward too. Right. And you were right, Toby. Thank you very much for pointing out the claymore that I had here was the second explosion. It didn't occur to me at the time because I don't usually bother with claymores. They are expensive to make, and as you saw on that video actually, they're not very effective. The guy ran straight past it and it blew up after he'd left, which is not a lot of use for anybody. So that's why I don't usually use claymores. Some of those back, and those. Make another fuel brick. And oh, here's the third. Well, that's kind of handy. I mean, that gets the attacks out of the way, doesn't it? It does seem to be quite successful, this window here. That was a good shot, wasn't it? Sneak an arrow through that gap. Oh. And still. Come on, guy, come back down here. There's an arrow sticking out of that wall there. No, you're not going to come down here. Where are you? I think he's probably run away by now. Not sure exactly where that arrow was. Oh, yeah. I think they took a disliking to my wall. I'm not sure why they would be so upset with that wall, but they clearly didn't like it. So here's another coward running away in the face of battle. Yeah, nice shot for the thumbnail. Well, that's all 3 attacks out of the way nice and early. It would be a shame if we didn't try and capitalise on that a little bit, wouldn't it? So I think what I'm going to do is, how are we doing on that? I kind of like that to cap out 300 and we can get on with those upgrades. Oh, that's not there, that's there. Oh, overflowed on those again. that. Ooh, yes, we're shivering. Those. Yeah, I'm tempted just to leave those run and hope that the generators last long enough to support it. That'll give us 300 mass to play with, and that's in there. Oops. Yeah, went through an awful lot of that ammo, unfortunately. Good. You're finished. Stocks of those up a little bit. Have a drink of water. Although on a day like today, I'd really rather have coffee. And I think what we should do is use a couple of our grenades and a couple of pickaxes. Let's just do it the quick way. That one is absolutely useless. Yeah. So stick that in there. I'm not going to take the double barrel because I don't need it for what we're doing. So a grenade and a pickaxe. Oof. Just seen the state of my rifle. 2 weapon parts, 2 pearls. And I can't remember the zinc. I think maybe I'll take an extra pickaxe. Because sometimes if you miss with a grenade, it doesn't end well. I've got a load of heat packs on me, so we should be okay. Let's go and see if they've got any goodies for us. And as you can see, the lakes are frozen. The cougar is looking very proud and pleased with herself down there. Oh, hello. Yes, yes. Let's see if I can lose the wolf, actually. I don't really want to have to worry about washing my hands. Well, guess we'll have to wash our hands. Okay, should we try that again? So the cougar is down there, looking very majestic and pleased with herself. And this time we don't have a wolf chasing us off. Just the cougar. Yes, I figured seeing as the attacks have taken place early in the morning, it's kind of a bit of a waste to not go and take advantage of that. Now, there was one guy got away, and I think he was from here. Where are you, dude? A lot of weapon cocking going on, but that's about that. Right. Hope you stood behind the door. Come and stand behind the door. Come on, I'm right here. Come and stand next to the door. No, maybe not. Okay, so just using the one grenade. Ooh, there's the other cougar, but just to speed things up a little bit. and then we'll hack through the door. This will take slightly more than one pickaxe, but I can always use the axe for the last little bit. So I will sit here picking away at the door. I'll bring you back if something else happens, like a fisherman comes back, or a cougar attacks me, or they suddenly decide to open the door and let me in, or something like that. Well, welcome back. So, just taking the last life out of the pickaxe, and we'll take the rest of the door down with the axe. Get ready to change to the shotgun. Oh. He didn't want to die, did he? Okay. So let's see. Lots of food. What have we got? Well, we've got some premium arrows. Oh, some fire just gone out somewhere. Lots of planks, that's nice. A little bit of ammo. Adhesive is always good, although I do have a load of it. And casings are nice. Really good. So, no solar panels or hunter jackets or anything like that, but 30 casings, that's really good. And obviously there's not a huge amount that I can make here, but we could get copper going, and possibly the sandstone. Actually, I'll take the copper with me because we've got glass here anyway. Oh, nice, another claymore. We'll replace the one they blew up in the last episode. Excellent. Okay, and some burnt food, of course, inevitable. Right, I'll put that in. We'll get this food cooked up. And what I'm going to do, strange as it may seem, is to put all of this back away in here. Oh, not that. I'll take that with me. That can stay here as well. Yes, I think that makes sense. We'll just wait for this food to cook. Hopefully all of that will be done. Take that down, put it downstairs. And then we can just amalgamate everything into that crate. I don't know where the cougar went. She was... Oh, she's gone back down to the river. Good. Yeah, we do have a workbench here, but what I'll do is I'll go and borrow some stuff off Alpha. And if we've got enough to do anything, then I can use the workbench here when I get back. So, come on food, cook. Cook quicker. Yeah, I just want to eat another one of those. Yeah, I'm going to take the copper with me because there's not much else I can do at Alpha. And minding their claymore. And a wolf. Lots of chickens. So there shouldn't really be anybody here, but there may be a sniper left. Yeah. Sniper dude wandering around up there. Ooh, that was close. Yeah. Thought I heard an arrow hit the tree. Clearly not. So obviously we are going to have revenge attacks tomorrow, which will be obviously in the next episode. But I think it's worth it because raiding a base when you've just killed pretty much all of their attackers when they're attacking you kind of makes sense. Much easier, much less resistance, and so we had about 14, I think, above the 250. I know a pickaxe is good for 250, so theoretically if I take 16 off, so 34. So theoretically then my pickaxe should last all the way down to the bottom of the door without expiring. Yeah, we've still got a pickaxe left anyway, but I'm hoping we won't need that one. Right, I'll do the same again. I'll sit here hacking away at the door, and I will bring you back just as we're going through. So here we are, getting to the bottom of the door. Now, pickaxe I think is not going to make it. So I must have misjudged that. Theoretically I should be able to get another 2 hits on it, but I don't think it's going to last. I might get 1, and I'm not going to get another one, so I slightly miscalculated that, I think. Ooh, didn't expect to see anybody. Well, I didn't hear any weapon changing or anything, so that was a bit strange. He quite shocked me, he did. Although obviously I had the gun ready anyway, but yeah, so we can't do the copper because we're going to be waiting on the zinc. More burnt meat. A bit of biofuel. And what's in the chest today? So 3 ingots, that's quite nice. Some gunpowder, which is nice, 51, oh 52 gunpowder, no 53 gunpowder. And the rest is just get rid of that. Lots of planks again, that's nice. And then 6 rounds of revolver ammo, which is very nice, but more than 6 would be betterer. Okay, so we'll wait for this last 3, and then I don't want to be hanging around here too long, because we want to get back and get our stuff from the other base. So let's just have that bit of ash. All the ash, want the ash. Yeah, so there's their claymore. It is actually facing away, so you are clear to stand behind it here. Just don't stand on the other side of it. So I won't bother with the medicinal plant. This dude's having a rest. No, taking a break. Come on, zinc. Just waiting on that zinc, and then we'll get going. We'll build a crate down there, but I don't think we'll bother. A few bits and bobs. Some more zinc on the rock, some scrap over there, but it's all stuff we can get anywhere, so I don't need to waste my time with it here. Come on! How long does it take to cook a piece of zinc? Oh. Fell off the stairs. That sun is rapidly departing, so I need to get a move on, I think. But it has been a very fruitful day. Just waiting for this last piece. Take all the ash I can get. So yeah, I might have used a couple of grenades, but as you can see, it is the end of the day now. I think if I'd have just tried to pickaxe my way in, we would not have made it through the 2 bases. Not sure where the cougar went. A little bit careful of that. And I mustn't forget there. Ooh, you hear the cougar. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, their claymore. Mustn't run into that. Right. Grab the last little bit of glass. Last little bit of ash. What did I put? I did put that in there, so we'll have that as well. Didn't leave anything in there. And then, hopefully, we can just amalgamate all of this. Ooh, perfect, look at that. Exactly the right number of spots. Doesn't work out much better than that, does it? There's that ash as well. That wolf is kind of annoying. Oh, what's the betting there's something in here that I can't carry? That's alright, we'll just eat the steak. Lovely. So, they attacked, we killed them, we retaliated, and I can't pick that up because I don't have any. And we got in and we got out, and a beautiful day was had by all. Just aware that there's a cougar here, so... Oh. Cordage. Ugh. I was hoping to get a fuel brick out of that, but never mind. Yes, wolf. Lovely. Very nice. And what's more, I'm back and it's not even dark. How good is that? Right, let's offload some of this and some nails, some more cordage, and 25 biofuel. That's nice. With those, and I'll have to figure out what we're going to do with that. So back to overflowing on those. And adding to our mass pile, and I keep forgetting to use it. I'll put the potassium upstairs, I think. Can go with it. Got some ammo. That's dead. We'll have a new one. Lovely. And we've capped out on everything. So I just put this away and we maybe get a couple of upgrades done. I think I'll keep those on me because those revenge attacks are going to be coming in the morning. Take those up with me. Right, can anybody remember what's required? I think it's 5 of those. It's almost certainly 2 of those. Two of those maybe? 2 ingots? Does that sound about right? Well, in my own base being growled at now. Cheeky wolf. Be careful here to make sure I can get back out again, haven't I? Oh, okay, it was sinew, but that's the more expensive one. So we can do that one. And that one. And then the other is 4 scrap and 2 sinew. But I think it's 80 mass. We've got 120, so we need to get back up to 160 mass. And then we can get those 2 upgrades done as well. Now let's just switch that on. We've got plenty of power. So actually, what I'll do is let's get rid of some of this. Let's do that. We'll have a look at those. Some of those. Terrific problems getting these to go into their squares today. So take all the meat, won't we? So let's have a look. Split one off. 2.5 mass for a damaged eagle feather. Yeah, better than nothing, I suppose. What did I say? 160. Ooh, so close. Okay, I'll just top it up with that. And keep those for next time. Okay, so, I think it was another circuit board as well, wasn't it? And an ingot. And we might have to make another circuit board to do that. Can I reach? Yes. Yes, it is a circuit board. That's a bit annoying. Some water in these, they can keep growing. Okay, so we're back to being dark again, I'm afraid. All was dark. So what I'm going to do is we are on, what are we on? 83, so the mass is going to come up naturally anyway. So what I'll do is I'll make another circuit board. Just the one for now, and then we'll mass produce at a later date. There we go, and then that mass will rise naturally. That'll give us enough to do that last upgrade, and then the next storm we get, we should be generating more power than any man could possibly use. Swap those over. Anyway, I've rattled on long enough. That was what you might call a special 3-day episode. And the reason for doing that is, well, several reasons. A, not much happened, so I wanted to just give you a video worth watching. And B, I'm hoping that we can draw out the episode 100 into March instead of being February. So by adding an extra day into each episode, maybe that'll help. I'm not sure. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that, and look after yourselves. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care now. Bye bye.